There are so many things to talk about. First of all, let's go ahead and get this out of the way. I did not skip last week because I was mad at you. I skipped last week because I forgot. Honestly, I just didn't have anything I was dying to get off my chest. And so I just, next thing I know, it's Monday afternoon, and I'm like, oh shit, I forgot to do a Rants and Rambles. Damn! Well, it's not like nothing has been happening, it's just that a lot of other things have been happening. Which makes no sense, does it? You know, here's the thing. Everything that comes out of my mouth makes perfect sense as long as you don't stop to think about it. I don't know if you can see this on your screen, but my viewfinder thing is just looking all weird. So, I actually do have a fuck ton of things to talk about today. But I'm going to start with this one that just came in. It actually does kind of tie in with everything else that's been going on. But I got this letter from the United States Copyright Office. It's official. It is official. I got my registration number. I got my copyright registration for my autobiography, Everything is Impossible. I don't know if I've ever said the title on this channel. I'm pretty sure that I haven't. I've gone out of my way not to say it because I was worried. But yeah, my autobiography, Everything is Impossible. This is the official copyright. I copyrighted the rough draft. So, I don't know how, I think they said you have to get a completely separate copyright if you want to do an updated version of it or something. But for the most part, the story itself hasn't changed. The people haven't changed. I've changed a few names, technically, just to protect myself from getting sued by certain people. I've changed the way I worded it. I've changed the way I've arranged certain paragraphs and chapters, but overall the story is the same. I just wanted to make sure, like, the basic overall story, that no one can just straight rip it off without some sort of repercussion, because I worked hard to make that shit. I worked hard to live that shit. Like, I don't want someone else making money off of my life. So, yay. Now that's the good news. I've been contacted about the copyrights for my comic book stuff. So I'm not going to do that official announcement just yet. I feel like that's slightly more sensitive. However, I'm optimistic now because I completely forgot I even put file for this. And now here it is, like, in my hand. Protection against thievery and charcuterie. That was a joke, for those of you who don't know. I meant to say chicanery, but instead I chose charcuterie, which is a play on charcuterie, which is a type of dish. Jokes are always much funnier when you have to explain them. Honest question. Do you think I'm sexy? Do you? Do you really? I'm just kidding. Don't answer that. Because I know nobody on this planet thinks I'm sexy. Because I'm ugly. But at least I've got cool hair. So yeah, my autobiography, Everything is Impossible. I'm going to go ahead and spoil the ending for you. I chose that title because it's actually, well, technically, I've researched the title just to make sure I'm not accidentally ripping someone off. There is one very similar that's strongly attributed to Robert Heinlein, the famous author, and there's another one that I've seen other places attributed to like Gandhi and whatnot. I'm not sure how trusted all of these sources are. Multiple sources confirming that Robert Heinlein has said something similar. Luckily, you can't trademark a quote. At least I don't. No, you can't copyright a quote. I think you can trademark it, maybe. I haven't looked at the trademark laws in a while. I think you can trademark a quote, but as far as I'm aware of, that one isn't. No, wait. Let me think. You know what? Well, let's forget about that shit. Long story short, there's nothing against me using this title. But anyways, the quote that's attributed to Robert Heinlein is that, everything is theoretically impossible until it is done. Which, once again, I think it's proof that great minds truly do think alike, because for me, I came up with this quote when I was a teenager, which was everything is impossible until someone does it. And that was just regarding sports. Because I remember the first time I ever said those words, I hadn't heard anyone else say it, but like Chris Johnson, the running back for the Tennessee Titans at the time, he had just gotten 2,000 yards, and everyone was talking about, will he be able to do it again? And someone said, like, it's impossible, no one will ever get 2,000 yards in consecutive seasons. And I just felt pissed off. Impossible is a big word for small-minded people. At one point in time, human flight was considered impossible. And look at how many people are in the air right now. One point in time, it was impossible for a black person to find a job in America. And now we had a black president. Those were some good years. Which is why I chose that title for my book. Everything is impossible until someone does it. So the first book is called Everything is Impossible, which is basically just the first 27 years of my life. I just wrote down everything I remembered from the moment I'm born until the moment that I decided to write the book. And hopefully I will someday write a sequel. That is the plan. The plan is to write a sequel called Until Someone Does It, which details my rise to fame. But in order to write that sequel, first I have to be successful. So there's still a long road to making that happen. So yeah, we'll see what comes next, because right now I'm planning to sell this book and the comic book earliest February. At the absolute earliest, though March or April seems much more likely, July at the latest. If by July I have not sold the book, or at least, if I have not put it available by July, honestly, I should probably just kill myself, because I've just wasted 2 fucking years on something I'm never gonna do. You think I'm joking? I'm not. I need to do this. Like, I need to see it through. I'm gonna force myself to see it through. And honestly, you know what the hardest part has been? Because somehow, I'm not even sure what it was exactly. Like, I was feeling so fatigued. Oh, burnt out. That's what I'm thinking of. And I don't know, something just kickstarted my juices. I guess maybe a break was all I needed, or maybe it was because, like, I got on writing forums, meeting other writers, reading some of their works, doing all these different, like, fun writing exercises where they put a prompt and you just have to, like, blah, 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 whatever. Different, like, writing games. That might have attributed to it somewhat. I'm not sure the exact specific cause. There are a lot of things that could be pointed to as the potential culprit. But, like, recently, I've turned into a teenager again. And what I mean by that is, like, for one thing, I'm having weird dreams. I'm having weird as shit dreams all the fucking time. I'm even having nightmares in my pre-work nap. Like, no, seriously, like, I fell asleep. I usually take an hour nap before I go to work. One time I took that nap and I had this strange dream that I was at work with my mother. And not just me. Everybody at work was there with their mother, which is strange. I don't know, bring your mother to work day? But like, I don't have a good relationship with that woman. And yet here I am, trapped with her at work for 8 fucking hours. That was a nightmare. No, nightmares don't always have to be scary. For me, some of the worst nightmares I ever have are just me living everyday life. Because life is scary. And it's difficult. There's no fucking learning manual. And you just gotta try to make it through the day without fucking killing somebody. I don't know how I've managed to do that for all these years. Because there are a lot of people that deserve to die. I don't know if any of you out there drive. But if I did drive, there was a guy that I 100% would have ran over. Because my boss was giving me a ride home from work. We were in his car. And there was this guy like leaning against like a pole. And just on the corner, the lights were red. And then the lights turned green. Like, we're parked at the red light. The lights turn green. We start up our cars. He dashes across the road. He was waiting. I'm like, you're a fucking idiot, and you deserve to get hit by a car. And thank God I wasn't behind the wheel, because I'd be in jail right now. That's a stupid thing to do. So anyways, I need to get to work on my book. I actually started rewriting it, but once again, the creative juices started flowing. And, like, I haven't felt like this, once again, since I was a teenager, where it's just the ideas just kept pouring out so much. I've written 2 completely brand new stories from scratch, and completely rewritten 3 old stories that I haven't looked at in years. And that's just in these past couple of months. And so it's hard. I want to force myself to do this. I need to force myself to do this. At the same time, though, for the first time in years, I'm remembering why writing was so fun to begin with. I like telling these stories. And now that I have stories to tell, I want to tell them, even if just to my laptop. Like, I need my laptop to know these stories, just in case I forget them someday. So I need to make sure to tell my laptop all the stories that are currently in my head. So yeah, need to force myself to get back working on this. And then the comic book 1 is already done. And I'm going to do, I would like to put print media available. For now, we're just going to start with ebooks, with both the autobiography and the comic book. We're both going to do them just entirely digital. However, I would like there to be some sort of option where if you contact me directly, and you're willing to pay a higher price and wait for shipping, I can get something printed out and sent to you with a personalized autograph for an extra fee. Every day I'm hustling. Oh yeah, I'd also like, for the comic book, I'd like to do t-shirts and posters if possible. Still need to look into that. I got a lot of shit to do. Like, it's getting real. Because I started this journey like a year and a half ago. I was just like, I need to do something, change my life. But I had no idea if it could actually happen. And now it is happening. I've finished the book. I've edited the entire thing front to back 7 times. It's about 80,000 words. I've got the copyright now. I've got 1 full comic book completed. So I wish it hadn't taken this long, but part of me is glad it did. Hopefully that means, like, the fact that it was such a long journey to get here, maybe it means I'll be better prepared for what comes next. Because I just jumped into the shit head first, like, we're doing it, it's happening, and then it didn't happen. So Yeah, my monitor's acting so weird. I hope y'all aren't seeing that. It just changed color. Anyway, other shit going on. My sink's clogged. I just poured a bottle of Drano down. It doesn't seem to be working immediately, but I'm gonna go to sleep. Hopefully, wake up tomorrow. It'll be working. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to like. The fuck is happening to my cam? What the fuck? Am I blue on your thing? I'm gonna have to look into this shit. I don't know what's going on. Hopefully, y'all aren't seeing blue, because I'm seeing a lot of blue here. Anyways, so yeah, I just poured Drano down my sink, my bathroom sink. I'm guessing it's just like, I've been living here 6 years now. I've never actually cleaned that sink or anything, so it could just be like 6 years of beard hair finally clumped together. I went through a complete emotional breakdown for a brief second. Like, I had just a weird experience. Girl I liked. I think I told you about that. Actually, wait, now that I think about it, did I make a thing last week? Shit, did I make a Rants and Rambles last week? Talking about the girl that I liked and getting her number? Fuck, did I just forget that I made one? It's been a long week. Because I know these past 2 weeks, there was the girl. Did I get her number 3 weeks ago? And just. Because I only remember texting her for the past 2 weeks, and now I'm completely done with her. And I'm done with her because she doesn't text me. Which is strange enough, but. Well, the entire story is basically like. Because last week, I was texting her basically every single day. She responded once. Well, technically. Actually, I could pull out my phone and see. No, I can't because I'm not wearing my pants and my phone's over there. Because I know she responded technically 5 times, but on 2 separate occasions. And then, but we saw each other 3 times that week, so I wasn't too upset by it. And then this week, I only saw her briefly on Tuesday for a very short amount of time. And then I haven't seen her since then, haven't heard from her since then. It's possible that I've been ghosted. It's also possible that I'll show up next week and she'll be like, hi, like nothing's wrong. But maybe, I think we're going to go back to whatever it was before, where can I call her friend? Sure. But because I went through the whole gambit for these past 2 weeks of I think I might like you. No, I don't like you. I'm in love with you. Marry me. I'm going to write you all these songs. And then it's like, why doesn't she like me back? And then I'm kind of over it now. Usually that's usually a 3 to 6 month process. It happened in 2 weeks. Cried myself to sleep twice. And now I'm over it. Wrote 1 full song and then 2 other songs that I started and just don't like this. I'm giving up on it. And now I'm just moving on. Yeah, if I see her, just, if she ignores me, I'll ignore her. If she says hi, I'll say hi. I'm done. I'm not gonna go out of my way for someone else. I got too much other shit to focus on in my life. And honestly, I think this is the first time that I've ever meant that. I've said it plenty of times that I give up, I'm done with love. And then someone comes around and I like her and it's just, here it goes. Here we go. Here we go again. But, yeah. I think you can't stop yourself from feeling, but the thing that separates us from the rest of the animal kingdom is that we don't have to act on every single impulse. We're capable of making decisions. So I can have feelings for someone without allowing my life to be completely taken over by that. At least I think I can, in theory. We'll see. Because I've had this happen before, or I say I'm over somebody, and then I actually see them again, and it's like, damn it! Never mind. Where's my notebook? Let's start writing the next song. Oh yeah, we've had a lot of fucking junk food lately. They're trying to make me fat. See, because we had donuts. I swear to God, I had like 6 or 7 of them. Let's see, because I ate 3 at work, and then I brought 2.5 home with me, so that's only 5.5. But yeah, still, there were 13 donuts. I ate 5.5 of them. I'm fat. Also, they keep giving us cookies every damn day. Anyways, so yeah. Big things are coming. Keep a lookout. There's a very strong chance I'm gonna fall asleep on the floor. I really hope that the drainer works, and if not, I'm just gonna see if I can unscrew the pipe and just clear out the clog by hand. Hope I don't have to do that. Hopefully the drainer just works. And then, and if neither of those works well, that's why my office maintenance is here. You might ask, why not just call them first? Because then I'd actually have to clean. I get in trouble if they come in and see it dirty. And I don't know if you noticed, I'm sitting on the floor, and I grabbed an empty donut box. I'm a messy person. So, also I haven't gone shopping in 2 weeks. This would make 3. Mostly because, like I said, they keep giving us like donuts and cookies and shit. So I've gotten a lot of snack food from work. I've also stolen some candy and cleaning supplies and shit. But whatever. I don't care about losing my job anymore, so fuck it. Take some risk. And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and turn off the camera because I can't think of anything else to talk of, and I'm this close to just falling asleep on the floor. So hopefully I can just go the next 2 days not actually having to step outside of my apartment. That's the plan. Oh yeah, that's the thing. I bought new pants. I bought actually 7 different styles. Just because, fuck it, I have the money. I want to try them all out, see if there's anything I like in particular. Like, would I want to stray away from what I've been using? But honestly, like, what I've been using has lasted for years. Also, I went up a size and I've gained some weight. But I'm still in half decent shape. I mean, I can survive a day at work. My legs are still skinny. I feel like I probably have at least 20 to 30% body fat, but I feel like less than 5% of that is below the waist. And all of that is in the butt and the calf. I really want to turn the camera off, but I can't reach that far. It's all the way over there. Stretch.